So today I'm going to install Sony ES-XAV9500 head unit along with Sony ES component speakers and Sony ES 10-inch subwoofer, and these are high resolution compatible in equipment. So this is Sony ES subwoofer 10-inch. This is back side of the subwoofer, and here you can see mobile ES-XAV9500. This is 10-inch subwoofer, very punchy one. Don't underestimate. It's a small one, but it will give very good punch. So this is Sony mobile ES component speakers, the outside box. So here we have two component speakers and two tweeters with crossover. So this is after installing the Sony ES in Thar. You can see it perfectly fits, but there is a gap between here. It's almost 2 to 3 inches. You can see from here also. But from straight angle it looks neat and clean. Now I'm going to turn on the head unit. You can see white LEDs which will say home, volume minus, plus, previous button, next button, and voice. Here you have buttons for all this. Now it is connected to my Android Auto. See, so just within 20 to 30 seconds. Here you can play Apple Music, and here is a voice assistance buttons. Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. You're very kind to ask, especially in these tempestuous times.
Okay, this is the music button. So these are the suggestions from the Google, and these are the notifications. And here is the home button where you can see the full menu of the Android Auto. So I don't have Apple iPhone, so I don't know how it works for the CarPlay. But from Android Auto, you can see maps, Apple Music, phone, messages, settings, and WhatsApp, all those things. So here are the settings. There are multiple options like show conversation, show first line of conversation, play conversation, chime, all these settings. Based on your requirement, you can tweak it. So here we have an option called start Android Auto automatically, start music automatically. The similar settings you can find even in mobile Android Auto settings. So this is the wallpaper where you can change based on your choice, taste. Let me try this. And we have different multiple options. I think you can also update your customized phone here. Okay, go back to here, and day and night maps for maps. Here You can choose it automatically, or you can choose night, day, depending on your choice. You can enable weather, work accounts. So from here you can go to home, where you can see Android Auto, radio, Bluetooth, USB, phone settings, and all app settings. So here we can see the all settings: radio, Bluetooth, USB connection, phone settings, and this camera 1, rear camera. These are trigger based camera events. And here you can see the devices. You can see if you want to add new devices to this head unit, you can add the device and you can configure using Bluetooth settings. Then it will automatically turn to Android Auto or CarPlay. And here the option is there where you can switch to Bluetooth, disconnect, and forget this device. Okay, since I have already paid my device, you can see my device is connected here. Okay, so here from all settings you can choose to configure your devices from radio, Bluetooth devices, and all those things. And you can also move these icons here and there based on your requirement. Let's, for example, if I want to move this device and move this USB to here, you can do all this customization. Okay, so since I rarely use my USB, I am preferring to move this to here. And similarly for settings, so like this you can move here and there so that it will be displayed in your main screen. Now let's go to the more details into the settings part. So here are the settings. Here you can see device connection, sound, customize, application, systems. In device connections you can see what are the devices have connected and what are the new devices you want to connect. You can add here and you can add. And here the sound settings. So most of the time I'm tweaking here in these areas like equalizer, subwoofer levels, balance, listen position, advanced settings, and all these are listed here. So we'll go one by one from here. So here is the EQ settings. So we have Bollywood, R&B, rock, pop, dance, hip hop, EDM, jazz, region, and custom on and custom. Based on your taste, you can tweak lows, high, bass. So we have a very good band here. So you can tweak based on your choice and based on your taste. So right now I'm completely turning off these equalization so that I can tweak the advanced settings, which I will show you shortly. So the next setting is the subwoofer levels, where you can boost the subwoofer levels. Here we have buttons here to increase and decrease the subwoofer level, and here we have option to turn on and turn off the subwoofer. So those who doesn't like subwoofer and only focus on the highs and mid range, they can turn off this option. And next one is a balance fader. So here I'm using, you can choose different balanced, so you can focus on front right, front left, back left, and back right. So based on your choice. So I prefer the balanced approach. So this is how I usually listen, because I have some problem with my left ear. So to get the proper balancing, I'm setting these settings. So most people, if you want to focus on driver side, you can move this like this, so you'll be more focused on the driver side. Okay. So next one is the listening position. So here we have multiple options like front, so that it will be only focus on the front right, front left, all. You can also adjust here. So here you can set the timing alignment here. So you have two options here, one is centimeters and another is the inch. And here you can tweak the distance between your speaker to your listening position, so that the timing alignment will be proper, so that you will hear the proper stereo effect. So here the vinyl processing, this setting is basically used to create the warm rich playback of the recordable on a turnables, and here I am not using this option much. And next option is the advanced version, where you can tweak the subwoofer output to summoned mono and stereo. And crossover, here you have a very good crossover settings in this unit. For front, you can set the what is the high pass filter range, what is the slope you want to set. So all these things we have very good options. So here you can set different high pass filter settings. So I put front the 79 Hz, so that all frequencies above 79 will have take effect in the front speakers. Similarly, we have the same settings for rear speakers. And subwoofer, you have a low pass filter where you will get a very good bass below 79 Hz. And here we have an option like normal and reverse, all these things. Okay. So next one is the parametric EQ. So this is most unique feature which is available in this head unit. I think after having this unit, we don't require a DSP as per my understanding. So here you can tweak front left, front right, rear left, rear right subwoofer. Here we have multiple bands here, so you can tweak each value here. Let's say for example you want to take from 800 to frequency, what is the gain you can set, how much factor you can tweak. So all these things you can find. Here I am increasing the mid-range frequencies and reducing the vocals a little bit, and the plane slope for highs. So this you can set for each, and you can save here, and you can also listen particular speaker out. So if you want to set these tweakings, then you can listen particular speaker output when you are playing the music. So like this you can tune your speakers per speaker wise, so that you will be having the best output. So similarly for front left, front right, rear left, so here I am increasing the mid-range a little bit and highs a bit. And here you have a subwoofer where I am tweaking the bass frequencies, low frequencies which are less than 79 or 80 Hz. So here also you have two options. You can customize the things. So based on your taste, you can choose which one you want to tweak, like custom one and custom. You can save these settings accordingly. So this is very unique feature which I like it very much, because based on my taste. So you can see the front which I have installed Sony ES component speakers. Here you can tweak the mid-range as well the high frequencies. So next one is the customization. So here you can customize your custom keys. So we have two buttons here, 1 and 2. So you can customize these buttons. Like for example, this button I have configured to mute. Like this, you can also have multiple options like mute, display off, source change, home, next, previous, volume plus, minus, none, all these things. Similarly, we have this one which I have configured to turn off the display. Here also you can configure the same options which I have shown previously. Okay, so you can see now if I press this one, now it is down, display is turned off. And if you press again, it will toggle. Similarly, if you press this one, it will mute. Again press, it will unmute. So next one is the wallpaper select. So mine is red Thar. So I like this red pattern, which it's very good if you see the black and red combinations in Thar. And you can also custom add one of the wallpapers. You can configure using when you connect your USB. You can configure 2 wallpapers from here, but this option is only available when you connect USB drive. So next one is application. Here you can see camera display, camera view, normal, flipped, reverse camera interruption, reverse camera guidelines. These are the camera settings. So as of now I have connected only the back camera, where I can, if I reverse the car, then the camera will be popped up. And here you have an option to connect two more cameras, camera 1, camera view, camera 2. Here you can interrupt, based on the interrupt signal you can enable those things. But I love to have 360 feature in this kind of headset because we are spending more time, but that feature is not there. And here are the radio tuning settings. Middle East, Asia. Okay, these are few radio tuning setups. So next one is the system. Here you can see what is the language you can configure. You have multiple options to select here. And date and time, what is the date and time, you can set what is the format and all those things. And demo mode and steering wheel settings. So here you can configure your steering wheel settings, which are wide connect, but unfortunately I don't have that setup in base model in Thar, so I'm not using this one. So anyone let me know how to configure this using some third-party accessory, that will be helpful. And system sounds, this is basically will tell you when you select this one, it will give the beeping sound when you press any buttons. That will help you to know for better navigation. And here the volume settings for different categories like media, you can configure what is the volume for phone call, ringtones, voice recognition and navigation guidance, all those things. You can configure all these things. So you can tweak the volume and all those things. Okay. So here the next option is like optional output for the calls. So here I configure the rare speakers will utilize when you get the call. And this is the dimmer where you can set the different brightness levels here. And key illumination, you can turn on, turn off, key brightness on, display on. Here you can set different settings. So this basically, this is, it will reduce the brightness of this one. If you see 2, 3, 4, so it will basically, it will increase the LEDs which are popped up on the top. Okay, this is handy. And driver position, you can set the driver position, how your vehicle is. And mic adjustment, this is basically to get the better voice detection for Google, Siri, and for even for mobile conversation, all those things. So since mine is Thar, so I configure the large pin. Here some settings to tweak the Bluetooth and change PSK Wi-Fi connection. And here you goes the system information. So currently we have 1.1211, which is the latest one. I checked in the site. And here they have provided the extra antenna for GPS signal. I don't know, I mean, how much it is useful, but it is showing some 24, 25, some satellites or something like that. So software update can be done via two methods. One is via flash drive, where you can connect the pen drives and all those things. And next one using your mobile USB tethering. I haven't tried this one. I will let you know once any new update comes. And factory reset, basically it will reset your factory settings. These are some Opal and terms and all those things. This is Linux based Python. I think this is not required for any of your things. Okay. So here is the Bluetooth settings. So here it will ask to switch to Bluetooth. So this one supports LDAC audio codec. So you will get the premium high resolution wireless connectivity. So if you have a wireless, if you have a high resolution content where you want to stream through Bluetooth, this will support LDAC. See, you can see the LDAC. I'm connecting back to Android Auto. switching is proper. Okay, so this is folks, so this is Sony ES-XAV9500, the ES series. Let me know your comments. The downside from this unit is like it doesn't have the HDMI input, so you cannot connect any of your smart devices like dongle, like Fire TV, Google Chromecast, all those things. So, but spending money would definitely, you should have a one HDMI because the competitors are providing that. And this is about the main menu. Hope you like this video and let me know your comments. So now I am going to play some high resolution content here. So though the music which I have captured with the mobile, it won't match what I'm experiencing, so I'm not playing the song because it will give a complete different opinion. But just I want to show you how the interface looks like. Here you can see, you can toggle and you can loop, all those things. From here you can turn off by long pressing this home button. You can turn off the head unit, and if you want to turn on, just press it, it will immediately will pop in.